Fantom at the time of this recording is seeing a bit of a pullback after an aggressive bounce to the upside after breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern to the upper side, whose minimum target areas above the 0.8458 we are yet to fully maximize. And on today's video, I will be focusing on the key areas of supports that we need to continue holding, and also discuss a chart pattern that is in formation here on the 1 hour chart that is likely to give us a breakout in the next coming hours. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And starting the video here on the daily chart, where we had seen the formation of an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern that breaks to the upper side, having the minimum target areas for the breakout being given by getting the height between the neckline and the head, and then placing that height above the neckline in a move that gave us a high, that is a breakout target area above the 0.8458, which is an area that we are yet to fully maximize, since you can see that the breakout has now given us a high above the 0.7258. But there are still high chances that as long as we continue holding above key areas of support, we are going to fully maximize our minimum target area to the upper side. Jumping to the 1 hour chart, where we have the formation of our price channel, which has given us more than 3 touch points, and that means that this channel has been well obeyed, and in the next coming hours there are high chances that we are going to finally see a breakout out of this channel, either to the upper side or maybe to the lower side. But since we have lost a key area of support above the 0.6487, there are high chances that Fantom is going to give us a breakout to the lower side, maybe with a retest, and once that plays out, then I will be watching for support above the 0.5919, the 0.5319, and as long as that key area of support continues to hold, there is a chance that Fantom can easily give us a bounce back, break above key areas of resistances, and also fully maximize our minimum target areas back above the 0.84. Jumping to the 4 hour chart, where I have a negative structure that is playing out, that I have been tracking since the lows that we made on the 5th of August. You can see that we saw a very nice bounce in a 5-wave structure over here, in a move that gave us a high above the 0.5333, completing an even larger Elliotte count 1. And after we picked in that Elliotte count 1, I was expecting a bit of a short-term pullback in an Elliotte count 2, which is a move that we saw into the minimum target areas for the second wave, highlighted on the charts using this blue target area, an area that we fully maximized. And after we saw the low for the second wave, I was expecting an impulsive movement to the upside in an Elliotte count 3, whose minimum target areas can be given by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that Elliotte count 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area for the third wave at the fib level 1.618, and that lies above the 0.8068, which is an area that I'm still expecting that Fantom is going to fully maximize in the next coming hours. And we also need to have in mind that since we have also fully maximized the fib ratios 1:1, and that is above the 0.6357, in that move that has now given us a high above the 0.7238, there are chances that we could now have a high in place in this Elliotte count 3, and in the next coming hours we might see a bit of a short-term pullback in an Elliotte count 4. And once we have a low in place for that Elliotte count 4, then we can expect another impulsive movement to the upside in an Elliotte count 5. And if this is the case, then using the Fibonacci's, pulling the fibs from the lows that we made on the 6th of September to that high above the 0.72, we can get a minimum target area for the fourth wave between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.382, and that is between the 0.5841 and the 0.5409, which is an area that I will be expecting Fantom to fully maximize before we can see another reversal to the upside in an impulsive Elliotte count 5. So that is all I'm expecting to play out here on the Fantom chart for the next coming hours, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.